Hey everybody, what's happening? We're back again. This is another, oh my gosh, hold on. It is another video. I'm going to share this with my colleague who is supposed to be on this live stream, and apparently he did not get the email with the link, so we're going to send it to him real quick. Thank you all very much for everyone who came by and checked out my most recent discussion. And I don't know why. Let's see why. My most recent discussion, thank you very much. All right, and what I'm going to do very quickly, if this doesn't work, I'm going to, that is the right link though. What's up, Jen? Yes, Jen, for you. My co-host, something ain't right, he ain't here. That's Thank you, Jen. That was hilarious. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, come on, Mike. What we got, man? What's happening, Lamppost? And hey, Sealy, can you all do me a favor real quick? Drop down in the chat. Where are you all from? Where's everybody from? I saw in the last live I did earlier, there was quite a few people there. I would love to have known where they were from. But let me know where you're from. Come on, man. All right, all right, all right. Let me know where you're from. Today we're going to be talking about lives and how to improve them. One thing to do to improve your lives is make sure your co-host is on before you actually turn on the camera. There we go. That's the first way to make your lives better. And the second way is when your co-host comes on the show that you say bad things about him, like I am doing currently. All right, I got North California, Hattiesburg, Pennsylvania, by way of Illinois. I'm originally from Illinois, Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's where my grandfather lived and where my mom was raised. North Seattle. I don't know anybody from North Seattle. South Florida. I don't know. I think Mike is from South Florida.
I am not from South Florida.
Dude, that set looks like, dude, don't be coming up on here changing your setup looking like that, man.
You said you wanted to improve live stream, so that's what we're doing. I had to improve mine first.
I see what you did there.
All
I
right,
see
but
what you did there.
hold on a second.
See? See? And you late, and now you got to go, like, what you got to do? See? How you late to the show, and then you got to do that. You know what I'm going to say about that? That's what we're going to be doing. That's how we're going to say it. I needed that. Thank you so much. Hey, everybody, please do me a favor. If you like that, please go to Lost and Found Faith and harass Jen because she's the one that made that clip for me to add to my stream deck. So please let her know that you appreciate her by harassing her. I do have a guest that's supposed to be on the show in a few moments. Some people know this story, and I'll introduce this person in a moment when they jump in the stream. They have not jumped on yet, hence why we're slowing around. So, Mike.
Here we go. Yeah, I had to change it to the deer wolf colors. See?
Since I didn't know he was going green. See what you did there.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. I'm still going to talk bad about you.
Bro. I'm representing tonight. Yeah.
I got you.
Deer wolf colors, man.
Yeah. Before we jump in, we're going to have a special guest stop by in a minute. She's supposed to be logging in right now. So I'm just going to give her a real quick second to jump in. Hopefully she'll do what she's supposed to do. And
then we'll color. So
I see that. I see what you did there. That's you know what? I take back all that stuff I said about you.
I know you.
But did. I will. But here's your soundtrack though.
Oh Lord.
Oh, here she goes. Uh-oh. Where is she?
Who's in it?
Device is not connected. Oh, she's got to turn on her microphone. Hold on one second.
Who we got
All
coming
right.
into the chat now?
Oh, we got somebody jumping in real quick. All right. So, everybody, you all know that my mom, she ruined it. So, my mom, as I told you all about 4 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, she had shoulder surgery and such like that. And I told her that people had been asking about her and such like that and had been praying for her. So I told her she could come on to the live, but I don't think she turned on her camera and her microphone. So she had her mic on, then she dropped her camera. I'm like, Mom, come on. All right, let's see if she did this right. Hey there, Mom. Do you want to turn your camera on?
No, she doesn't. Your
She does
mom
not
said,
want to turn
no,
the camera on.
I'm in and I'm out. Your mom said, no.
My mom doing a hokey pokey on the live stream, man.
Hey, did
All
you
right.
remember that RTMP link I sent you? Did you start
Yes, sir.
that?
It has a check mark next to it.
All right, hold on. Let me see here. That's fine. This year, we'll put it on your channel, so we're good.
No, I want to put on yours, but anyway, so my mom was supposed to be coming on just to say hello and thank you all to everybody that have been asking about her and the such like that. I do appreciate you all. So I don't know if she's it's still saying that she probably hasn't been able to turn on her camera. I should have gone over her house and did this, but it is what it is. And my daughter's there. She can. Let's see. Okay, try again. All right, Mama, are you there?
Wait a minute.
Hey.
Oh, she's here.
All right, we got sound.
Am I here?
I can hear you. Can you turn on your camera?
I don't know how to get it on. I thought I had it on.
Down in the left corner, it should say camera. And it has like a little red check mark on it probably now. Oh,
and she's gone.
And she's gone. All right, well, we tried. So I was
We
trying to let
tried.
y'all. We tried. Anyway. Yeah, so we're talking about how to improve your live streams, and we're showing you clearly we're showing you what not to do. So this
Absolutely.
is kind of like how not to stream. What was that show? What not to wear? Remember that one?
Yeah, what not
Okay,
to
so this
do.
is how not to stream. That's what's going on here. All right, let me give her a second, and we're gonna let you get going, Mike.
This is your show, bro.
No, because I know you want to do something different with the allowing people to send us. Do you want to text? You want them to text the pictures to us?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, that's a good idea. If you guys are, let me see here. Let me go back to my window here with StreamYard. If you guys can you put the number up in the chat, 866-377-1816. If you guys do have a moment to text me your pictures, just take a screenshot of your set and text it to me. So while we are actually on this broadcast, we can actually go through some improvements maybe to your set, as well as maybe some recommendations, or maybe we'll find your set looks better than ours and we'll steal all your ideas, whatever works. I mean,
so what I'm doing, I put the number that you just gave us right there at the top.
Yes, sir.
And put it in the chat rather. And if somebody wants to take a picture of what their setup looks like,
Absolutely.
they can send it to you and you can put it on the screen and then we can talk about how to improve it. All right. So I'm going to give my mom, I think we're going to go ahead. Everybody, I appreciate you all for encouraging my mom. And at the current moment, technology is not her friend. So we're going to go ahead and move this game forward. But if she does get it right and tight, we'll let her jump in and just say hello. Because she did want to say thank you all for encouraging her.
Cool.
All right. So Mike, let's get at it, man. We're talking about how to improve our live streams, man. And we did a series before about the lights and the camera and the action, all that kind of good jazz, and your audio, how to make those work better. And you've been doing some cool things. What was one that you did one this week that I found very beneficial, which is how to get the mic out of your camera shot.
Yeah. So the thing you can do with, and as you can see today, I'm looking up at my camera. I am talking straight forward. And so I chose today to put my camera out of frame, mainly because at some point I wanted to show you guys my desk setup. So I'm switching over my camera and show that I have my laptop, I have my little USB capture card. So because I'm going to be working on my desk, I did not want to have the microphone like right here in front of me or off to the side. So I raised my microphone up. Obviously, you can hear a little bit more of the room noise. And with the little capture card, the USB audio cord device I have, I can actually add a little bit of EQ to the microphone. So this forces me to look up. This also forces me to project my voice because the microphone is not right here. And so that's just one thing we talked about, playing with some different positions of where your microphone can be. And I think it can help depending on what you're doing, depending on what you're talking to. Obviously, my sound's going to be a lot brighter today because they don't have the microphone like in my face, but I'm able to interact a little bit more. And I'll switch back over to my camera setup. And as you notice here, it's a lot cleaner here. I don't have any boom arms or anything. I just have my audio device, my switcher, and then I have my laptop, which if you're doing presentation, you're doing slides, maybe you're doing Bible teaching, stuff like that, that may help with your presentation of your live stream, because it's not, you're now, see, I'm free to move my hands and stuff. Normally I wouldn't be able to do that. And then if I move back, obviously when the microphone's here, the volume goes down. So those are just some tips that you can play with. I got a boom stand that you can probably find on OfferUp or find at a local music store. I know Amazon has some inexpensive ones, and there's a lot of music stores that have them as well. So you can do that and, you know, do some different things. Go ahead.
So first question, are you looking for a PC setup or just the background set?
As far as can you
I'm thinking, so I think it's like, what do you want the camera to see? Like the camera, what does the camera see? If I'm not mistaken, right? Because I don't think I want to see my London fog over here. But
right.
I think it's more like, what does the camera see like behind me and such like that?
Well, I mean, the reality of it is that you have to communicate a set that works for you. And that doesn't always have to be consistent with like Jason uses the books and backgrounds that work for him. I believe that's is it an alma mater on the wall, or
yeah, that's my alma mater. Yep, that's my
okay. So that's on the wall. So that, and the thing is that that becomes recognizable for your set. You don't necessarily have to have a static set as far as like it's always a certain way. It just has to work for whatever you're doing. And so like today, last time we did it, I had all these stuff set up. I didn't really need that today. I'm just talking to a person. So I put the lights up and that's it. I turned off half the lights. And so I think Pixelated Twix, I did subscribe to your channel today. So that's great. I found your channel. I think also branding helps. Like specifically, like you have a background that says, let's talk about it. That's the show background. That's a PC setting as well. That's a computer setting that you can have set up. So you don't necessarily even talking about moving stuff in the room. I know Pixelated Twix actually has she does gaming stuff, so she doesn't put her camera on the screen, but she can still do like little branding, like you're doing the ticker at the bottom. Like that's part of branding. That's part of your set. Even if you don't
3-piece special.
Yeah, 3-piece special. So that's part of. I think we get words sometimes locked into one definition, and we look at set as like the physical set, but actually you're online. It's actually a digital set that you have, and so that's kind of things that you should play with. And if I were you, anybody streaming, I would have a couple of different options. I would have a couple of different looks, just to be able to play with, depending on. I would do a couple of different camera angles as well, so I wouldn't necessarily just be married to one specific look. That's just my opinion.
Well, one day I'm gonna move up and get a different camera setting. I think.
Yeah. Oh God, here you go. Yeah. All right.
You already know where this is going.
You already know where this is going, y'all. Subliminal shots.
You knew where the end. You knew the end before the story was told. That's how Sade told us. All right. Let's see.
It says, "I'll get a boom stand so I can sell out those indulgences of my YouTube." They out here attacking you. These YouTube streets is nasty, bro.
They out here in these streets, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, oh man.
I'm the black
out here.
Come on now.
Yeah. Well, how can I get elevated? What can I be Can I be John Rick Paul III?
There you
Can I
go.
be
We
that?
got-
John Rick
Yeah.
Paul III? Can I be that? Yeah,
yeah,
because you got these.
absolutely.
Yeah, you elevated. Really, you
You're
out
out
here,
of
man,
control,
doing
man.
your
You're
thing.
out of control.
I'm just
All
saying.
right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Did we get any suggestions or rather recommendations for background settings? So if I were reaching out to you and I was answering the call to action right now, I would send you a picture of what I'm seeing right here, and
Right.
get some suggestions from you. So if you would like Mike to help us with some of your background, there's a number that's in the chat. I'm gonna pin it up to the top, I think,
Yes.
and you're welcome to score that number and this number right here, and
Text me a picture. Yeah.
text him a picture of your setup so that we can give you some suggestions. So Mike can give you some suggestions as it relates to lights, camera angles, and the such like that. I will tell you, like the first thing somebody told me when I got in these YouTube streets is to get the camera up to almost eye level, or if your camera's down on your desktop and you're using your laptop camera, just go ahead and get it up. That would help you out significantly. You don't want to be looking down at your camera. It just gives you weird angles. So that was like the first thing somebody told me, and I think that some of the best information I got or advice I got. All right, let's see what we got here.
Let me see. You
All
get
right, so
free
that-
indulgence. You just yeah. Approve this message. You got a whole set of subscribers.
I love them.
Yeah, you're doing
I
your
love my
thing,
subscribers.
man.
I love them, man. I love them. Okay, let's see what. All right, so I definitely need to upgrade my camera and a new mic. All right, what if somebody like, hey, what would your recommendation be, or what would be the first questions you'd ask if somebody said they definitely need to upgrade their camera?
The first thing I would recommend is what is your target audience as far as what are you doing? If you're doing a lot of small screen camera, picture-in-picture type broadcasts, I don't know if I would recommend a person spending a lot of money on that. If like a lot of the people that are doing podcasts and having guests on, they are doing side-by-side shots, they are doing in the corner shots, and so I'm not saying that you don't need a nice looking camera. But the reality of it is I'm not going to recommend you go spend $900, $1,000 on your first camera. I think you can wholeheartedly get a middle of the road Canon T4, T5, T6i, right, and or maybe a Panasonic Lumix, or maybe even a Sony A6000 or something like that to start out. As far as microphones, the choices are so wide now. USB microphones are a hit. They're inexpensive. They sound good. They usually start at about $75. If you just want to do like a condenser mic, like a regular mic, probably
What's
would
a
get one of those.
condenser mic? What's a condenser
So
mic?
condenser mics are the mics that I use. They're usually used for vocal recording. Those do require phantom power. So if you get a condenser mic, you're also going to need phantom power. Now I use condenser mics. Do I have a mic over there? One of y'all can bring me? Production crew off camera. Say it again. Yeah, I need this one. A dynamic mic is just a regular microphone you would use at like church or something. You don't need any power for it. You just need to plug it into a mixer. The USB mics are such a hit because you don't need any extra equipment. You can literally plug it in your computer, make some adjustments, and be ready to go. So I definitely would tell you to look at your budget, look at where you're at now. And usually I tell people to go 2 to 3 steps above what they have now. Don't just go a step above, and don't jump 10 steps. The more expensive the camera, this is just there's so many more settings that you have to worry about. And then you start getting into a technical aspect that you may not want to get into right away. So for me, I would say, start with a $300 or $400 camera and go from there. And then after you do that, buy you maybe like a $40, $50 mic and go. That's kind of how I would recommend almost anybody that's saying I need to upgrade. Like for me, like $400 is a sweet spot for a camera. Like just, I have a T3i. I had a T3i for the longest time. I had a T7i. I have a Lumix G7. So I do have a couple of other what I would consider introductory cameras that I still use to this day. I still use my $375 G7 every day for YouTube, and I'm good with that. I'm just doing tutorials. So lighting helps make it look better. And so actually I have an example of both microphones. Thank you, sir. Here is a condenser mic, and it looks like a USB mic, but condenser mic. It's a lot more
Do you
delicate
mind
as
changing
far
that?
as the sound.
Do you mind changing your angle so we can see it again?
Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can do this. Let me change it right here. There we go.
There you
Let me put
go.
it on. Yeah. So that's a
Okay, so that's
condenser
a
mic.
condenser mic. Okay.
Yep. And then this is a dynamic mic. So this is just a regular microphone you can get from online for like, probably 25, $30. And you would need a stand. Now, the difference I do notice is that the condenser mics are a lot more sensitive. They pick up way more sound, so they're a lot more sensitive. So you can't like put this on a desk and then start bamming your desk because it picks it up. And the dynamic microphones, you have to turn up a little bit more. So, and I think that's why the USB mics are so popular. You don't have to worry about too much of that. There is a gamer mic that I think it's like about $112. I'm gonna have to look it up while we're on here. That it seems to be like the new rave for USB microphones because it looks just like the Shure MV7. Yep. And it's pretty close in sound. And so those are just a couple of options that you can do to, step up your game.
And if you follow me on YouTube, I have a playlist there's one called cameras, one called lights, and one called audio, where I just kind of found some videos some how-to videos that explain that. And I will say, man, I'm impressed with the usage of a cell phone. You'd be surprised how much you can get out of a cell phone. So you probably already have a really good camera right in your pocket or on your desktop right now. So you might want to look at that as just an option, or even getting you probably even upgrading. You have an older cell phone that you could probably use as a pretty decent camera for the time being and in between time.
Absolutely. I took the photo, but it's hard to even take the background. Oh, let me check real quick. I don't see it yet. Let me check, see if it came in my email, because that's what I kind of want. So,
yeah, I think that's Grandma Joe is using the Q2U.
Yeah, we're trying to work on getting that fixed. The Q2U is I want to say less than $100 option. It looks like a dynamic mic like this. It has a bigger body as far as it's a little bigger, and you can put a cover on top of it. Like I use these covers right here. I'll switch right here. I use these covers right here because they're inexpensive and they do help with like the harsher sounds and help them sound a little better. So I currently have a Blue Snowball, which I would suggest for an upgrade. From a Blue Snowball, I probably would move to a USB microphone. Probably the Samsung has a good USB microphone. The Shure is a good
I love my
microphone. The Shures are like the gold standard as far as sound. It just depends on your budget, and just to be honest with people, you don't want to be chasing, trying to keep up with the Joneses and end up living like the Jacksons. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta stay in your family. You gotta stay in the
Jacksons.
I'm just saying you got to stay in your family tree. I'm not talking about the Michael Jacksons. I'm talking about the other Jacksons, the lesser known ones, the Reebies and the Tito's. You know them?
No, not the Reebies and Tito's.
That's them the ones I'm talking about. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm not trying to hit on you.
If you had a Blue Snowball, you said that you would go. Your upgrade would be just a mid-tier.
Stay with a mid-tier USB microphone, because I think it would be a smoother transition. You're already using and maybe even an updated Blue microphone. That may even be an option. You're familiar with the sound. You're familiar with the quality. So no problem moving across the board. I mean, I was a Canon user for years. And then when I moved away from them and moved towards Panasonic cameras, I just moved across the board and just continued to use Panasonic cameras. So I went from a G7, a GX85, a G7, moved up to a GH4, now GH5. I'll probably stay there for a while. And so if you're comfortable with the Blue microphones, stay on those, move across the board. Blue Yeti has a microphone that you can get. That's a very popular microphone. It has more of a condenser mic feel to it. It's pretty big. I think a Blue Yeti would work as well. And those are only like $100. So I would maybe move across the board. The microphone that I was talking about is called the HyperX Quadcast S. It's $119. And actually share the screen, I think. Hold on, let me see right here. I'm not familiar with this. I use myself on another video, although my video is super duper great. Oh, you're good. You're good, bro. Let's share screen and let's share. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna share a window, a Brave tab, right? Let's share the Amazon Brave tab. Share. There we go. I don't know if that looks because I can't see no more because am I still
No,
on
now you
there?
gotta hit add to
Oh yeah.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Let me get him out of the
So
way.
this microphone right here is the one I was talking about that has.
That's the
if
one
you
William
notice-
has.
Yeah.
That's
If
the
you
one he
notice, yeah, this microphone has almost 20,000 reviews and it has almost basically a 5 out of 5. This is the one I've seen a lot of gamers, YouTubers, streamers, podcasters use. I was thinking about trying to get it just to see what it would, how it could help the broadcast. But that right there is a very highly recommended mic for 120. You just can't do bad with it with a nice looking mic, the LED lights on there, different things like that. So there you go.
It looks like hair curler. It looks like it seconds as a hair curler.
I don't
When
know
you get
about
done
all that. I
singing,
just
you
wanted
can
to
curl your
sound
hair.
good, bro. Yeah, I just
Okay,
wanted to
well,
sound
there's
good, bro. I
There's
can't
that,
do
man,
anything about
for
that.
sure.
So yeah.
I love
So any
it.
more questions? I didn't see that
right.
picture come through. Can you email me? Can you throw my email up on the screen? You can just give them my regular Gmail. LPI. I know it's kind of hard.
Here, I'm about to grab it. I'm grabbing it. Don't worry.
Yeah, just go in and throw my email in there because I didn't see the text message come through. So I don't know if the file may have been too big, but text me those images or actually shoot me an email so I can actually take a look at these and we can help you guys out.
All right. So looking to improve those lives, make those lives look better. But William, bottom line, Dad, I would also look at your lighting. You'd be surprised how much things get better with the lighting. So just look at how you can improve. Do you need to, the 3 light sources, a key light, a fill light, and a background light, whatever. But you might want to look at just improving rather than saying that your camera isn't doing a good job. It's maybe you need some lighting.
Is this the name right here? Is it Callie? I don't know how to say it. I don't want to mispronounce it. Sealy. Okay. She says that the video quality on her phone isn't great either. Can she put which phone she has in the chat just so I can maybe give her some pointers on that? Because I have used my phone for live streams as well as recording, and there were some settings in my phone that I actually was able to help improve. I just need to know which phone she has. So she can put that up. And let me see. I double check the number that I sent the photos to. Let me double check. I'm not saying you didn't send it. I'm just saying I didn't get it.
And also, Sealy, if you want to check, like I said, there's a camera playlist on my channel. Think Media did several videos on how to start YouTube with your cell phone and how to fix those issues, settings and such like that for different phones and what some universal settings that are ubiquitous for all phones. So you might want to look at that as well.
I need y'all to stop using big words.
What did I say?
You big with us.
I'm big with y'all.
Yeah, that's what you said.
That's what I just said.
Sound like you said you big with us.
Oh man, come on, man.
I'm saying it sounded like you said
with you, bro.
I'm big. You big with us.
Man, come on. Stop hating.
I still don't see the text message. Did she put her phone in there? I have an older. Okay.
Okay.
Can you read? I'll be quiet.
Okay. She has an older DSLR, but it can't take video. So that's an older photo only camera, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What is this? I have a bridge and I'm building. Oh no, I'm not even going to read that.
anything from chicken grease, we don't even.
Nah, this is lame post activities.
What?
Yeah.
Oh
she
man.
has okay, so no, she's right there. She says,
Okay.
So what was the camera like? $75 ish. I got to check my lighting. I'm trying to keep up with you. Samsung Galaxy S7. Okay, so
now
I'm sorry. On the Samsung phones, and this don't quote me on this, half of them do have a setting where you can actually do a manual setting on your camera. And actually a lot of cell phones have it. Instead of just shooting auto with your cell phone, go into the manual settings and adjust your camera manually. So get the ISO, the f-stop, all of those settings, the shutter speed, all of that's in your camera. Do that manually instead of doing it auto, and that can greatly fix your ability to do your live streams. So if you got it, I think you can also do it in almost every iPhone, Samsung, almost every phone. Like it's kind of not a flip phone or something like that. So you can.
It's called Pro Mode. If you just go to your camera feature, It's called Pro, and inside Pro mode, you can change all those features that Mike just said. And he read through them kind of quickly and kind of mentioned them kind of quickly. And this is yet another plug for that camera playlist, because they literally go through all of these settings, because these are settings that are in the iPhone, in a Galaxy, in a Sony, whatever, any kind of, actually it's even the same on a regular camera, on a DSLR or whatever camera. These are settings that you would adjust on all of those to make it work for you, because an S7 has a very decent camera, and if you get some good lighting, you'll be surprised how much you can get out of that. And
on mine says Pro Video mode. So
there's a Pro Video, and then there's a Pro Camera mode.
Yeah, so on my Pro Video mode, it says I can change the microphone, I can change the ISO, I can change the f-stop, I can change the brightness, the contrast, I can change where the autofocus is at, and I can also change the white balance. So the white balance is like the color of how you appear on camera. I can do all of that in the Pro Video mode on my camera. I'm pretty sure on every camera you have the same thing. So you're just not depending on the camera to do auto, which is very, very complicated if it doesn't pick the right mode or the right anything.
Right. And keep in mind with that, you're able to, this is something you'll learn how to do if you went and got one of these fancy cameras that Mike was mentioning or whatnot like that. You would still have to know how to do this in order to maximize it, because if you pull it out of the box, you can get the fanciest DSLR camera and still not have those settings correct, and it will be no better than if you were shooting through a potato. So you would be best served to practice with this one now with your cell phone and learn what you like, and then when you get an upgrade or a fancier camera, you can do that. But also keep in mind, notice Mike said that you can change the microphone on these cameras, so you can actually use this as your microphone. So if you're having a microphone issue, and most of those older cell phones still have a 5mm jack, you can get you a lavalier mic, plug in a little $5 lavalier mic, and you'll be off to the races. So you got your lighting, your camera, and your audio all right there, and you didn't pay anything extra than just the $5 for your lavalier. So that's just something to consider. Go ahead.
And Creative Studios approves that message. So I'm going to be the host now, and we're going to ask Jason all the questions.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I was making a joke. You gave some.
It wasn't funny.
What did you do? Yeah, it was funny to me. Yeah, it was very funny to me.
You know what else is funny to me? Me and I take over and get rid of my co-host. That's funny to me. See how that works?
Oh, that's horrible, man. Why are you being Baptist today? I thought you were Presbyterian. Baptist,
hey man, that is true. That is true. I am a
Presbyterian.
mean.
Yeah.
All right. So did you get that email?
No, I didn't. I got all my windows open. I got your email, and I got an email from Google Assistant, Google Calendar, YouTube, Square Up, iTrade, Square, Google Team, Google, Wise Cameras, Google Voice, Car Shield, Square.
Oh, good.
No, I haven't got it yet.
Okay. Well, Celia, you already use a lot of these settings. That's excellent, because I don't know much about them. I'm learning about them. So, just like I learned how to say your name correctly. So I appreciate.
Yeah, because I totally messed it up.
Right. That's why I fixed it.
I called her Callahan.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it, man. It's Celie. Don't do it.
Celie.
Because she will get you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, with a name like Celie, it look like she might get me. You know what I mean? This is what it is.
That's right. All right. So, all right, we got some. Clearly, people enjoy your jokes, your comedy. There is a little bit of Baptist humor here. They're a little bit disappointed in you for calling out Baptist.
I'm Baptist, so yeah, I'm good.
Well,
I understand.
Well, there's that.
What's your email creative? Did you pin it?
I thought I did. I just put. Okay, I'm trying.
I think you.
Here, I put it in. Oh, I didn't pin it to the top. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I think it's going really fast. It's like your second or third live today, correct? You've been
second.
Moving. Yeah, you've been moving, man.
I need to. Well, my family's out of town, so I'm just doing stuff to keep myself busy.
Okay. Right, I got it. That's
Right,
good. Yeah.
Because I told them I'm sitting at home crying in the tub, but they think that's what I'm doing, but I'm not. I'm actually.
Oh wow. Right. Like they couldn't access YouTube or something and see.
My kids don't check out. My kids don't, and clearly my mom couldn't get on, so she was trying. So
we ain't gonna talk about your mama like that. It's a technology issue.
It
I could
was. I
barely get
texted
on.
her and told her. I told her to come back on. So maybe she'll come back on.
Tip Lane Post Activity says tip number 3, how to improve your live stream is to pin important messages, taking notes. Yes, take notes of all of our failures. You will become successful in life. There you go.
There you go. Again, we told you, man. This is how not to stream. Like that's what the next
what it
time we
is.
do this. The next time we do this is going to be called "How Not to Stream."
It should be. Yeah, there's a few videos we can make about how not to stream, but that's another stuff. That's another subject.
All right, so
let
I'm
me
pinning
see
this to the top. So your
Okay.
email is pinned to the top now.
I have 2 emails now. 2 more
Oh my
emails.
gosh.
Yes, here we go.
Oh, now we're cooking. Let's-
Yes.
All right, let's see. You want to share it or are you good?
I'll share it. Let me see. She looks like they sent 3 or 4 backgrounds.
Oh man, they send you all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, these pictures are huge. Okay, so she let me see. Can I let me download these? So they sent 3 pictures of the desk and they sent pictures of the background. Okay, not a problem. This is good. Let me pull these up. The background, okay. That's let me see here. It looks like you're in a smaller room, which is fine. And it looks like the okay, so let's see. Share slides, I believe, right? Share slides. You have no slides. Google Slides. Let's try that. Add Google Slides. This is so
Okay.
complicated, man. If I was using OBS, I'd have been done with this right now.
Of course
But,
you would
you
have.
know,
We'd already be at home,
I'd be at home,
already eating dinner, man, because you'd have been like,
dinner and all kinds of stuff.
right.
Now it says you have to sign into your Google. I did sign in.
Oh, for the love of Pete the Cat. Come on.
Yes. Oh my goodness. How about I just share
Can you just share from
a
your computer?
screenshot? Yeah, it's not letting me share.
When I go down here at the
Okay.
bottom, it says share. So we can see
All right.
what the first
Now
Love
I am
Club.
stuck. Now I am stuck. Now, believe it or not, Google. Okay, Google has me share.
I have a tank
Video.
space in the back of an RV. Okay. Interesting.
I'm just going to share
okay,
a
now I'm kind
screen
of interested in this now.
window. I'm just going to share a Brave tab, and let's share.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah, but they attached it in a Google setup.
Oh, okay.
So it's Google wants to, you know how Google is. They want to download a folder,
they want to
share
download
screen.
folder.
They want to do this, and so pick a Brave tab. Let's try that. Help with screen. Okay, can you pull that up?
I sure can.
There we go.
All right.
So this looks like the backdrop, and this is from the First Love Club. I want to ask you: is this this is the sheet behind you? Does this sheet have any like sentimental value? I want to ask that before I make any recommendations. If you can put in the chat, and also, is like
Or-
is the color of your does the color have any significance? So that's one picture, and I'll make a recommendation on that. Recommendation. The other picture is the desk. So if
Oh, I
I'm
love
looking
that.
at the desk, I see that she has a couple of flat panel lights, which are good, and it looks like there's it looks like there's a camera or a light, like webcam up to the right, as well as it looks like there's some other cameras to the like right in the middle and on the side, if I'm correct.
How about this one?
It says it matches my
First Love
branding.
Club. Jump in. I just sent you the StreamYard. Just jump in. First Love Club.
All
Then
right.
that way we can. And clearly, I mean, well, let's look at that screen right there. She has some great choices of video that she's watching. She's got to.
I know, especially
props
that
for
handsome devil on the right of the screen. Wow,
That's
great
scoundrel.
content.
Right? That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's what it is, bro. I love that. Yeah.
Okay, she has a 3-camera set. Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
All right, she has OBS with top down, face forward webcam. Okay, jump in.
OBS
Jump in. I
with-
just sent you the link. Jump in.
So
First Love Club.
while she's doing that, obviously she said that the backdrop is part of her branding. So
Okay.
make sure that, and I didn't see any backlight, so I'm just assuming, make sure that all of your lighting on your backdrop is well lit, because if that's part of your branding, you want people to be able to see that. Especially I saw the color.
Can you go back to that picture?
Absolutely. That would be this picture, right? That
There.
color scheme. It looks like that color scheme is part of her branding. So I would say, just to make sure that branding and that orange is well lit, I would say that if that peach or that orange, I'm not sure if that's the right color. is part of her branding. Maybe go to Home Depot and get some colored light bulbs that are consistent with her branding and throw that on the backdrop so you can get a little bit of, I don't know if it's a rose colored or what color it is. So I definitely would do that. I don't see too many recommendations I can make on the desk. I'm assuming you're using this forward-facing position to use natural light. Now, in photography and video, natural light is some of the best light that you can get.
Yes.
So if that's why you're doing it, that's great. I definitely would try to add some. I'm going to go look at your videos afterwards and subscribe. I definitely would go through some of your options as far as maybe adding some color to maybe bouncing a color off of your camera, off of you. Just to she's coming in.
We have a guest. Hello.
Okay. Are they in? Yeah.
Thanks for calling. We have a caller. We have a caller today. Thank you for stopping by.
She's coming in. We have a guest. I think she has to turn the sound down
Let me
on your YouTube.
Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
I'm trying to figure out how to mute you on the other. There we go. I got it.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, that sounds better.
I'm used to a husband that helps me with everything, but I figured it out.
Love it. Love it.
Good. Pleasure to meet you.
You too. Thank you guys so much.
This
So
is fun.
we have 2 YouTube channels. I've been live streaming for 5 years, and we're in an RV now. So this curtain is the bane of my existence because I live stream hours long videos, and it's so boring. And every time I watch other people's live streams and they've got all these cool backgrounds, I don't know what else to do. I have to have a curtain because that's the front of the RV. I have to walk through there. So I can't, there's no wall in my house. So I'm in this really awkward situation. My camera has to be, just so far away from me. And so I was hoping that maybe you guys, you have resources that I'm unaware of besides a pair of curtains from Target.
I actually have 2 ideas. Okay, so on your left side, is that like a
bookshelf?
What is that, like a prop, or is that?
It's a prop. It's a suitcase full of little crafted things that I did because I have like crafting is my genre, faith girls. So I do a lot of crafting. I have a community. So I try. That's my there's my.
It's like lit up. Like it's fancy.
So that was going to be. So I have 2 suggestions. You can either do that, or you can try to get a ceiling mounted one of those sticky lights you can get from maybe like Dollar Tree or something like that, and mount that above the light so it shines down on there because that looks like a staple piece in your presentation. So I definitely would put more light on that. Even though the sunlight is shining, I've definitely put some more light on that. Another thing is you have the unique ability that because you're in an RV and you have those curtains, right? You don't have to use that color curtain. I would recommend, because you're using OBS, maybe you should go to the fabric store and get some green curtains and maybe green screen the background out.
Okay, we did buy a green screen, but the way that curtains kind of flow, won't be awkward. Yes. I mean, I have to create something to make them taunt?
Yeah, you have to make it tight. So if you make it tight, then you make it tight and make sure there's enough light on your background so it's not like a lot of shadow behind you. Then you can use virtual backgrounds every single day. You can use motion backgrounds.
Except for that.
You can use other. Yeah, they can't bust through in the middle of the. I'm interrupting this broadcast now.
I'm in here.
I'm coming in. I'm coming up in here now. This meeting is over.
I bought green screen and I put it up and I tried it. And what I didn't like is sometimes my beautiful wife here gets very animated and I can't stand all of the green ghosting,
moving.
Yeah, whatever you call that. It drives me bananas.
Now in the settings in OBS, there are some settings. There's a color key, and then there's a different key that you can do in OBS to where you can adjust some of those settings right on your green screen. The other thing is, it's because she moves, you want to, if you put the green screen up, give yourself about a foot of room. So don't put the green screen up just like right next to her because it's going to reflect off her. You actually probably want
the color cast.
Yeah, you probably want to pull it as tight as you can pull it, put as much light as you can on it. And one thing that I found that works is putting the green screen light on it, but putting light from the floor up instead of top down. I found
okay.
that put light on the floor up, pointed at the green screen so that the light is shooting off the green screen, so there's not as much color spill when she's moving, and then you don't have like the Green Lantern glow while she's moving. So that's something that you can work with. So I definitely would do that, and then play around. Now, another thing you can do is with color removal in OBS, you don't have to use green. You can get a royal blue fabric from any fabric store. It has to be like a Superman blue. It has to be very, very blue. You can also cut the color out of that, and you get way less spillage on a blue screen than you do on a green one. The green ones are
I did not know that.
Yeah, you can use it if you've ever seen like a lot of the superhero movies or the movie doing CGI. It's not always the blue. It's not always the green background. Sometimes it's a blue background, and I didn't realize that until I looked on Amazon. I went to buy I was gonna buy. I ended up not getting it. I was gonna buy a green screen, the ones that pops out, and there's a blue side and a green side. So that's when I inquired, and that blue side gives you less spills, and you can go into OBS and you can pick color. You can actually pick the key removal, but instead of using green, you choose blue, and you'll get the same effect. Yeah.
Does it help with the moving quickly? I mean, I understand you're saying it helps with the color cast, but does it help with when you start moving your hands and stuff, all the green ghosting that happens around when you're moving?
Are you using Mevos? Those look like Mevos, right?
Using what?
Mevo.
The cameras. So that's a camera setting. So you need to go in and adjust your camera setting to.
Oh, but it wasn't the Mevo for that time. That time was the Sony A5, I think.
So that would have been an f-stop and a shutter speed issue. So if your shutter speed, your f-stop, and your ISO don't agree, you start getting banding. So that's how you get that blurry motion when you're moving your hands. Like you can see my hands moving; they're not as blurry. If I go change the setting on my camera, then my hands become blurry and they become like wavy. That's a camera setting. So that's not well. And you can solve that problem with more lights. Actually,
it's not that she gets like wavy. It's like when you move quickly, it trying to remove the green around it. The green around the item.
Right. That's it.
Okay.
That would be a camera. Yeah, that would be a camera setting because the camera has the job of focusing on the subject. And so if it's the settings are not right to focus on the subject, then you'll get banding. You'll get sometimes you'll get a halo. You'll get some type of different artifacts into your live stream. Like if it's not enough light, and then you turn up your camera, then you start getting all these little dots and noise into your camera. That's just a camera setting. That's in my experiences. That's what I've had to figure out how to set my camera. Even for just sitting here moving my hands, it took me a long time. Where people, hey man, you got this little glow, around your hand. It looks weird, like you're finna, become a superhero or something, and it's like I had to figure it out. I had to adjust, and then I started adding more lighting. That's what really changed my live stream. Adding lighting. I would definitely try to add. You got such great light there with the sunlight, so there's not so much you can do, but you still would want to add some extra light that's adjustable that you can put in the room, because it's better to have
key lights.
Yeah, buy two more.
Which one do you have?
He has the Elgato key lights. Those are great lights.
Because I do crafting, so it's like really, it's very top down and more like zoomed in, and so at night we pull all the shades down when we do live streams at night.
Yeah, but buy two more. Get two more Elgato key lights, because if you have decent, really good cameras, you can always adjust the brightness of your cameras to make your picture look better. But if you don't have enough light, you can't turn the camera up to make more light. You can always turn the camera down. There's a if you go on Alpha Gaming, right? There's a YouTube channel called Alpha Gaming. He did a review on a new light. The light's like $40. It looks just like an Elgato key light, and it's phenomenal. So if it's, I always say don't break the bank to make money. You can actually look for some other alternatives, but get a couple of more. Get more lights. I mean, I know I've said that 1,000 times.
See, buy more lights all the way up, and I couldn't imagine that we needed more light than that.
Yeah, I have right now. I have 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 lights for this live stream, and I turned a couple of them down.
And he's still ugly.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Okay, it doesn't seem that bright. Okay.
He called me ugly, y'all.
He did.
Because it take one to know one.
It's Jason X said that.
It take one to know one. You don't recognize ugly unless you've been ugly. That's what it is.
Fair.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Yeah. So
Okay.
go ahead.
I
would
will
just
look
say
at that site, Alpha Gaming.
I have the Elgato key light, the key light Air, and I have a mini Elgato, which is the wireless one that has a magnetic background.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you don't need that, but I think it definitely, for what Mike was suggesting about light shooting up, this one probably would be ideal for that.
I think I have two of the Airs.
Okay.
Yeah, just adjust the lighting. I would say try the blue screen instead of the green screen. Just make sure it's tight. Shoot the light up off the bottom. And I think, like I said, it's live streaming. While there are certain rules, there are not a lot of rules to make your live stream look the way you want it to. If that color that is on your curtain is one of your staple colors, I would actually maybe play around with getting some more of that color in the background. Maybe that rose or that peach. I can't tell if it's orange or whatever.
Yeah, it's a really pale pink. I have very girly branding. So my audience is women.
Yeah,
so.
Incorporate that. Well, there's some men that watch it too. But anyways, yeah.
Okay. My colors.
Put more of your colors. Like Jason's colors are like the army green and the black. That's good. You'll see most of his live streams have that. That's an identifying color. People see that, they expect to see that. So that's not a problem for you to actually put these colors into your broadcast and make them staples. Make them to where people see that color and they recognize it with your branding. So I would encourage you guys to do that. Get some colored light bulbs from Home Depot, whatever color matches your set. I always recommend clamp lights. You can get clamp lights at Home Depot or Lowe's for like $8. And those are just the clamp lights that mechanics use and put different color light bulbs in there. And that really, really will bring some, I would call it character to your live stream. I think it looks fine now. I just think if you wanted to change up something, because if you get color light bulbs, you can actually change your set. Like last time me and Jason at live stream, my whole background was red. That because I have a red table. So I read today, I changed it to green because supporting the channel and stuff like that. So if I go on a blue channel, I'm gonna change these to blue. Like it's okay. It's not an entirely different set, but it does look different. So I think that's what I would recommend.
Okay. I really appreciate you guys doing this. This is so wonderful. Like the whole idea of you helping other streamers and content creators with their setup. That's really helpful when so many people don't know how to do that. So thank you.
Just trying to help. We're just up here trying to help. That's all we're trying to do.
Yeah, it's a ministry. So thank you very much, you guys.
You're quite welcome. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yes, I will continue supporting your channels. Thank you.
Pleasure meeting you. We're gonna find you and subscribe.
Yeah. Make sure you drop your channel in the chat as well.
I will do that. Thanks, guys.
Hey, you got it. Thank you.
Bye.
Now she said, now she said that was a ministry. So you're gonna give me my $5 back as an offering.
Oh my gosh.
Can
I give you $5 worth of indulgences, man? I need $5.
I need $5.67 to cover the fee.
This guy right here. What do we got going on here? But yeah, man, I really think, and we said it before in the first live that we did, that if we put them in order, like it would be lights, then audio, and then camera would probably be the order of importance. I think
somebody got a question in the chat.
Where is it?
It was Bottom Line Dad asking about ring lights, the ring lights.
Yeah.
ring lights.
Yeah.
You want to answer that or you want me to answer it?
It's
at the top.
Here? What do you think about O-ring lights? I don't really care about them. I'm not. If you just need a light to work, I'm sure Mike and I probably agree that it'll probably work and get the job done. However,
if you get it for free,
that's even better. I got two right here. If you need one,
yeah.
you send me your address, Will. I'll send you. I got two right here, literally. But I think these key lights are better because they're not as harsh and they're not centralized. So what I mean by that is, like, you can see the ring in people's eyes and on their glasses when they're doing tutorials with the ring lights. But it's like this key light is kind of is diffused out and such like that, and it doesn't like give you this harsh block that's going to reflect in your eyes or your eyeglasses. So that would be my 2 cents.
And if you get a ring light and that's all you have, get you a white paper plastic bag and put it over it. That will give you some diffusion, or find a white sheet and hang it over that light. Do not use the ring light as it is, because that little ring looks crazy. And it actually, if you think about how the ring light was made, it was made for makeup artists, and so it was meant to cover the whole face, but actually not cover the face. So that's why you get that weird kind of, I don't know, vignetting on some people's channels when they do that. So if all you can get is an O-ring light, just make sure you diffuse it by putting a white plastic bag over it and moving it closer to you, or putting a white sheet over it, or something to make the light spread out. But don't use it just plain like that. That's just, I've found to be a benefit for those lights. Unless you're doing makeup, then use ring light. But other than that,
if you're doing makeup, if Will is doing makeup, then we have other problems that we need to talk
about.
Yes,
we need an intervention.
Right.
We need to have a summit.
See my previous live. We have to have a discussion about that.
We have to have a meeting about that.
We got to ask better questions. Because if you don't know the answer, ask the questions.
Right. What's the bottom line, Dad? Huh?
Right.
Huh?
What's up with that? So, no, that was dope, man. Thank you very much for that. I don't know if anybody else needs any assistance. We have our professional, our resident live stream professional. Now, maybe if you want to, Mike, maybe we can schedule a time and you can just really nerd out on the different platforms. I know you go in hard on different platforms. I know I'm using StreamYard currently. You're a big fan of OBS, but there's other things like EVMux and Video Ninja, is it called? Vid Ninja?
Video Ninja is another platform. It's I think it's more of a Zoom replacement, but we found a way as of late to use it for meetings, streaming, different things like that. I think the wonderful thing that has come to our table as far as streamers and content creators is that now we have so many different options that, one, you're not stuck with having to use one option, and another thing, you're not stuck with a smaller community. Obviously, OBS community is big because it's open source, but StreamYard community is just as big because a lot of people use it. EVMux is growing. So there's a lot of different, vMix has a large community. So the great thing is you don't have to use, somebody else's platform. You can find what works for you, get it done, and get your content up, because that's the main goal.
Chicken Grease, if you want to, I'll just put the StreamYard link again in the chat. Jump in here if you want to. But Chicken Grease ask, is that an L or an I in front of in your email?
An L.
It's an L.
Yeah, let me see. Do I have another email? I do not have another email. Oh, wait. I had one come in. Let me see what this is from. It's just a bill. It's just a bill collector. We can ignore them.
Okay. So Grandma asks, are you still liking Adobe Rush for PC, Windows editing?
Absolutely. If you can get Adobe Rush is one of the best programs for PC. There's another program called HitFilm Express, and I haven't got to be able to finish my tutorials on those yet for live streaming. Those are great softwares. The HitFilm Express, the render time is very slow, so I'm not going to recommend you use that because it just takes forever to render a video over 15 minutes. I definitely would not recommend that. But Adobe Rush is a great program to use. There's another question in there. Is StreamYard less strict than YouTube? StreamYard is a platform you use to go to YouTube. StreamYard is just for maybe doing shows like this with interviews and stuff. I use OBS for the customization and the complete 100% autonomous control. That's why I use it, but I still send it to YouTube or Facebook or my own web server. I have my own platform that I go to just for like private clients and stuff like that. So StreamYard is just the kind of like the car and the engine to take you to where you need to stream to. So that's what I would recommend.
All right, so we got a visitor.
Do we?
Kinda.
You got to make announcements for. I don't know. I got people looking for me.
Right. You gotta get right. I mean,
let me
make
know.
myself presentable.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna make ourselves presentable. Did Chicken Grease send the hey there, Chicken Grease? I guess
Peace of Christ be with you, brothers.
She's anointed. Did you see how she came into the chat?
She came in all super.
She came in quoting the book of Psalms. Like she read all of Psalms 119 right there in that intro.
Right there.
All
That's how you do it, man.
She said, grace and peace, brothers, to you from the land of which Yahweh has made us, eternal God the Father. Yeshua, Messiah, is the King.
I love it.
I love it. Love it.
Did you send your pictures?
Me, I don't have a setup.
Okay.
I have the reason right now I do like you've encouraged me to actually entertain the thought of starting a YouTube channel.
Yep.
And I will be, Lord willing, be graduating from graduate school in the next couple of months. And that will allow me a little bit more free time to like start something in terms of a channel. Cool. I do want to lean on your knowledge and wisdom, creative.
I'm about to say you're right, because you got the wrong number if you're talking about me. I'm about to kick my own self up out of here.
No, you have great information too, Brother Jason. I will give you that.
Well, I just want to say I appreciate how saved you are. She is saved, y'all. She's saved.
For real?
Like, yeah, she's saved. Brother Jason.
You know those memes with the puppet looking sideways? Yes. I think that just happened. He's like, she's saved for real?
Yeah, she is beyond saved. Hold on, let me clean out my computer before you ask me a question. Go ahead.
No, okay. No, my question is like to get started. I have not the foggiest of clues, but I do have an idea as to what I want to do on a YouTube channel. And I even like the title and the theme. I'm not telling y'all because I don't want nobody to steal my idea, and I'll cry if they do.
What did you say the name was again? I'm just kidding.
It's gonna be. I just put it in the chat. I just put the name of the channel in the chat.
Yeah, my channel will be Chicken Grease. No, it's actually chic. It's French, y'all. It's Chic and Grease.
I thought it was Chicken Grease, but you kept telling me it was Chicken Grease. I'm over here.
I'm
got
from
a
South
French
France.
name. I'm over here
I'm from
calling
South
you a
France,
two-piece
bro.
meal, Chicken Grease.
I'm from the south side
from
of
the
France,
south side of France.
Chicken Grease, bro.
Even the south side.
Your name is. I knew. I told Jason it was Chicken Grease. It was.
You did say that.
It seemed like it was bougie. He said, "No, it's Chicken Grease." I said,
bro,
you sure?
You butchered Sealy name, so don't act like you. Hey,
she
a
had,
linguist.
No. She had a lot of extra vowels and syllables in her names, and I couldn't figure them out. That's
she did
different.
pay for an extra vowel.
Yeah,
right.
she did. She had a whole bunch of Wheel of Fortune squares in her name. I couldn't figure it out. So stop it. Yeah, but I told him it was Chicken Grease. He's like, nah, it's Chicken Grease. And he said it with an attitude too, like it's Chicken Grease. Like he was mad at you or something.
Brother Creative, you the only one that actually got it right. Sister April been calling me Chicken Grease. It's all right though. I forgive you.
Okay, so Chicken Grease. Hold on one second. One second, because we have a guest. For everybody who's new to the chat or whatever like that, we had my mother recently had surgery, and I mentioned it on my live stream one time before, and so my mom has stopped by to say hello. Mom, you gonna turn the camera on?
You know.
Oh, Lord. Every time you ask her to turn the camera on.
I don't know
it's okay, Mama.
It
Don't sweat
won't turn on.
Okay, no problem. No problem at all. So anyway, thank you, Mama, for stopping by. And you want to say hi to everybody?
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for your prayers.
Well, good. You're more than welcome.
Nicely, according to me, but my doctor, Dr. J, doesn't think so. So I just have to listen.
I'm glad that you listen. And that's why I sent
I obey, but I listen.
That's why I sent your little warden over this week to keep an eye on you, make sure you're not out in these streets.
And she asked me, what did I do every day?
And she should. She should ask you.
Oh, he sends a spy over there to spy on grandma?
She does. She needs adult supervision. So when the 11-year-old is adult supervision, you already know how this is going to go.
I told my mother all the time, it's hard to raise adults.
I'm trying to tell you. And
anyway. I just want to tell your mama, she is so strong to have raised you. God bless you.
Let me mute your mic.
Amen.
Mic.
Amen. Miss Whitaker, I really appreciate you, and thank you so much, because I can tell you've done a great job, and you've been very, very patient.
I have been patient with her. You're right.
You probably the reason she had to have that surgery. You probably worried her to death.
I probably did worry to death. You're right.
She had a Jasonitis disease. That's what happened. You just
it was a whooping arm, bro. It was a whooping arm,
Yeah.
Rod of correction arm.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
yeah, whooping. Okay.
So,
okay,
Mama,
makes sense.
You good, Mom?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you, girl. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you all for having me.
All right. I'll come get your warden from you tomorrow after school. you want her to stay over there? All right, girl.
Okay.
Love you, Mom. Be good.
Love you too, man.
Okay. Bye, girl.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
right.
she's so sweet. Jason, she's so
she is
sweet.
everything
What happened to
you're
you?
What happened? She's everything you're not. I don't know how your mama raised you to be you, and she's her. What happened?
Yeah. What happened?
You know what?
Nuclear,
We
like
might be
you were
asking
near.
what happened. We might be asking what happened when I hit this remove from screen button. We might be
He
asking
gonna
what
kick
happened
us
to.
all off.
But all you're doing is proving our point.
I
Yeah.
like how you did that. Well played.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Checkmate.
All right. Check. You got me. I'm just
Waiter, check, please.
check, please. All right, get out of here. All right. So what? Whoa. Okay, sorry about that. So what were you asking? Chicken grease?
Chic is French. No, I'm just joking.
Oh,
And
man, go.
it's just honestly, it's just humor. So I mean, my name might change in a couple weeks, but I try to keep it a food theme. But anyways, what I wanted to know is just even starting a channel, like I mean, I have not the foggiest clues as to even just what the first stages are, because I mean, no, I'm a perfectionist, but I know I have no clue, and I don't have the proper camera. Now, I did see Bottom Line Dad mention that you can just use your cell phone. Initially, I do have a Canon, but it's probably old. Like, I mean, old, like 2013 old. And it does do good video, but
What camera is it?
do you want me to lie, or do you want me to go get it?
I'm gonna give you some suggestions, but yeah, grab that so we can.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I'm gonna go with the metaphysical aspect of it, and you can go with the technical. How about that?
Well, mine was kind of metaphysical too, so you go first.
Really? You going in my?
Yeah.
Hey man, don't be looking over my shoulder, man. Y'all be doing it too much.
Sorry.
So what I would suggest, and I know this is very controversial and it's going to be weird, but just go ahead and hit record. Just go on and do a video. It doesn't matter. Your first video is going to be bad anyway. So just go on and do it and get it out of the way. I was joking with people. I was telling them, hey, I would do a video before the new year. I said, I would have did a video New Year's Day and said, oh yeah. New Year's Eve day. And said, yeah, I've been doing videos since 2021. They don't need to know it was 10 minutes before, but just go on and get it done. Just get it done.
Yeah.
And build from there. But I think the biggest and best thing to do is to ensure that whatever content you're putting out, whether it's roller skating tutorials or how to make omelets or whatever, that it is extremely valuable for the people that watch it. So as long as they can see you, as long as they can hear you to some degree, and they get value from whatever it is that you're doing. So whatever your video is, whatever your content's going to be, whether it's, again, gaming or how to raise chickens or whatever, chickens, whatever, just make sure that it is of highest value for the people that watch it. So when they click off, and I tell people, like, literally when I turn off the camera, I'm asking myself, what did they get out of this? What did they get out of this? Because nobody cares if it's a passion of Jason's and nobody else likes it. They really don't care about that. They want something that they'll find value in. And that's why we do these live streams, because people find value in learning how to do better with the little bit that they have, rather than Mike could get on here in a second and tell you how to spend $5,000 and get lights and cameras and all that kind of stuff. But if you don't add value to it, what's the purpose? You're going to still be sitting there with 200 subs and no watch time. So if you're adding value and people are like, man, I can't wait for the next episode, or I'm gonna binge watch all her content, or man, this is great, I want to share it with my friends. They found something valuable in it. And I think as long as they can see you, as long as they can hear you, and matter of fact, they don't even have to see you, truth be told, as long as they can hear you really good, run some B-roll around that joint. but just make sure it's of good value. That would be my 2 cents. What you got?
So I'm gonna add 3 cents and make it a full nickel.
Man, let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah. So I know I joked about it, but the first thing you should do is pray. That's the first thing. I know I joked about it, but as a believer, right? You're going on a public platform where folks don't know how to act and folks don't know how to be, and sub counts and likes and shares get to your head and stuff. So first of all, pray and make sure that you're supposed to be in that area. And when you are certain you're supposed to be in that area, I would take Jason's approach, which he didn't even say, but I know he would say this: write out 5 or 6 topics that you're going to talk about ahead of time. You may not have to script out the whole show, but take some time to just write out 5 or 6 shows, just what you're going to talk about. Maybe script out a little light outline just to get it together. Once you do all that, you can start with your phone. If you don't invest in a camera, you can actually, as Jason said, just record your voice and maybe put up some pictures for your live stream. So I would start out with getting my head right before I got into the game, make sure I'm going in the right direction so I don't get derailed. Then I would script out a couple of shows. And then, as Jason said, hit record, get on there, worry about the rest of it later, add value, add content. You're a content creator. So make sure that you're creating content that other people, as he said, would want to hear about, but also create content that you can talk about continuously, right? Don't become a trendy person where you just talk about what everybody else is talking about, or you have to wait for current events to happen for you to speak on it. That doesn't say you can't speak to them, but if you're just waiting for the next big thing to happen, then you're not really a content creator. You're just basically an echo. So you're just basically going to say what everybody else says. So I would definitely take that approach, get you a little outline together, get your confidence up, and don't worry about what the next channel is doing, right? The last thing I would say is get you a community. Nobody can be out in these streets by themselves. YouTube is not an island. Social media and the digital streets are not for loners and not for people who just don't need help. Everyone on YouTube needs help doing something. Find you a community that can help you out, that can give you some pointers, that can give you some tips, that you can bounce some ideas off of. Don't follow your favorite YouTube streamer. Why do I say that? Because unless they're directly connected to you and directly helping you, all they're going to do is give you impossible dreams to shoot for. So I like certain channels, but I don't aspire to be them because, they may have 900,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's far away from where I'm at. I'm just trying to help people live stream. So that's the community I stick around. People that can help me so I can help other people. So you want to make sure your community is helping you extend your content, and also that you keep a level head on what you're doing, and make sure at all times that when you turn on the camera, and here's the last tip I'll give you, make sure that when you turn on the camera, at least you have a plan for where you're going, right? So I say today, you may not even have the whole show scripted out, but today I want to teach Black folks how to read French names, right? So that's what your show is going to be about. This is how I'm going to teach people the difference between chicken and sheep. There you go. Now, fire it up, get it going, but don't just push your camera and be like, oh, man, what am I going to talk about today? Yeah, that will end your YouTube career quickly. So those are
much quickly.
That's your 10 cent, because I added 7 cents. That's your 10 cents that we gave to you. There you go.
Here, we're going to make it uneven. We're going to make it uneven again. So I literally have a notebook sitting here on my desk. There's a comic book, a blank comic book. I used to be a school teacher. I don't know if anybody ever knew that.
I didn't know that. My mom was a school teacher.
Yeah, I used to be a school teacher. So when I retired, I had a whole bunch of school supplies I gave away. But anyway, I had these blank comic books. And so I just literally sit at work while I'm working. And if I'm listening to a sermon or whatever, I'll just take some notes and write out what I want to say about this. Maybe write some timestamps, whatever like that. Here's Auntie Stanley Week, all that kind of good jazz like that. Jackie Hill Perry, that kind of good fun stuff, and what I want to say about it. And then usually give myself a couple days to write out a script. And when I say write out a script, I just give myself like a overall generalization of what I'm going to say and the value I want people to have. But I've tried scripting, and you'll see that with some YouTube content creators, they're like, you should write a script out. That's just not me. I'm too organic and like that. And it's just hard for me to do it. But
outlines work great. Yeah.
Outlines are perfect. But
yes,
that would be my 2 cents. So I guess we're like, what, 12 now?
12 cents.
I love it.
Yeah. You can't get no more for that.
Yeah, you
she
can't get
no
no more than that. You're almost close to getting a Waterloo or something.
Yeah, I mean, she can almost buy some Bazooka Joe bubble gum now. Yeah,
At the candy store, absolutely.
right.
Going down to Johnny's
That gum loses its flavor by the time you on your second chew. It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah,
and your tooth. You might gonna lose the flavor and your tooth.
Exactly.
And the gum had, and I don't know what the powder was on that Bazooka Joe bubble gum. It had all kinds of like baby powder on it. Something. I don't know how they made money selling that stuff.
I know how they did because it was cocaine. It was
probably was.
It probably was.
Yeah. And the candy cigarettes. They would do that to the candy cigarettes too.
Come on.
Yeah, so we dating ourselves now. We're gonna have to let her off the
children. Yeah, the children nowadays don't know about that stuff.
Well, okay. Wow. I did find the camera. I have my camera.
Okay. What camera is it?
It's a PowerShot A1000 IS.
Yeah, I told you she was biblical because she got a camera from the Book of Judges. I'm telling you, y'all. I knew she was. She was saying she brought a camera out that Beelzebub gave her. You know, you take this girl. You know what I mean?
Wow. I said it. I did say it's old. Like I said, it's old.
You told us, but you underestimated the length of time that your camera's been in existence.
Right.
Okay,
that's the one that they use to actually take a picture of the golden calf.
Right.
So,
that's
you know what?
Yeah.
So y'all just gonna clown me for my old camera? That's cool though.
No,
that's cool.
We're gonna talk about you because of your old camera.
Right.
I mean, I see one here on eBay. You can get it for $17.30.
But look at But look at here though. I mean, at least I'm not selling any bootleg indulgences. I mean,
well, I ain't bought none. You can sell them. I ain't buying.
No, I'm just saying. No. I mean, Jason is selling bootleg indulgences.
And trying to get people that nasty Waterloo stuff. Dissolved tonic water, that's nasty.
Oh, spicy water, man. Let's get on. Somebody, get out of here with that spicy water stuff, man. Get on.
What kind of phone do you have, Chic?
Yes.
I have a Samsung A50. I think.
Yeah, I would say get this is what now just to go to the technical side of it.
Oh yeah.
I would say just start off with maybe a phone tripod and maybe just get you a couple of lights if you can. I definitely would go if you're trying to. I don't want to say if you're trying to save money, you can get some LEDs off of Amazon for like $40, and they're vertical lights, so they're just lights you plug up. I would say start with those, and maybe ride that out for maybe like 7 or 8 videos. Start with those just to get just to get used to the recording and stuff like that. But I would say just use your phone for now. And that go ahead.
I have a ring light. I actually used to do cooking lessons on Zoom.
Can you see our hands?
I know you're shaking your head. Yeah, I was just saying but it would just literally be focusing on like the countertop and like me, like if I was doing a lasagna or a cheesecake or something like that. It was not my like face. So that was the major focus, was basically the eye appeal. And I thought that was good for just the eye appeal of it all. So
all right, but are you doing a cooking channel?
No, I'm not. I'm not doing. No, I'm not doing a cooking channel. No, okay. I'm doing the bread, the word. It'll be more so predicated on the word of God and just basically
create. So here's my thing, and this would be my last piece of advice. Create an atmosphere on your channel that's relates to you, and just go with it. If you're laid back, create a laid back atmosphere. If you're a go-getter, then create a go-getter type atmosphere, but don't put so much into at least the technical parts of what we're saying, and where you actually don't go forward. So right. I think at least with the last 5 minutes of information you have enough to, between the spiritual aspect and the natural aspect, to get something going and to get started. And I think you have enough people in the chat that would support you, as long as you're not a heretic, that will come behind you and support what you do.
No. I have I spend time battling heretics and other damnable heresies. Okay. I was told by another YouTube content creator that I was supposed to start a channel back in August, but I don't know. Stage fright.
Well, I mean, you're give yourself permission also, going back to metaphysically, give yourself permission to improve. I mean, somebody just said it, but you're going to get better. Like your first video is not going to be good. I plan when I hit 5,000 subscribers, I was gonna go through my first 5 videos and just skewer myself because they're terrible. I'm looking at them now like, man, these are bad. I mean,
And I'm there for it.
You weren't even there. Like, you're there for that.
I'm there for the skewing. I'm there.
All right, we'll skewer
Shish
it together.
kebab.
But yeah, I mean, and you're gonna get better. I'm sure you've heard it. Just get 1% better each video. Just get better. You're gonna get better. You're gonna improve. You're gonna see things that you did right, see things you did wrong. Like when I first did my videos, I didn't do any editing. They were all just one single shots. So if I said if I sneezed, if I coughed, any of that stuff was all in the video. Like, what the? It's horrible.
Yeah. How do you adjust to that? Like if you have to sneeze or something, like.
Well, now my allergies are bad. So I mean, my allergies are affecting me now. So I literally just hit and I do it. I don't think y'all probably don't even pay attention to it. But I mean, if I was doing a recording and I sneeze, then I'll just sneeze and then I'll go on and edit it out. I mean, it's okay.
And it doesn't seem like it. And this is just this is truly my opinion. You're having a conversation with somebody. So it's not going to be, you can edit it to be perfect, but when you first start out, you're having a conversation with your audience. And so if you're trying to have a perfect conversation with the person on your first time out, it's just not going to be realistic. So yeah, you might have to sneeze or cough. I'm not saying that you should purposely do that, but if you're in the middle of a good take and you have to cough or something, don't stop that take and I got to go back and do it over because you're flowing. That just happens to happen. So don't give that. I think that's putting too much pressure on yourself to put out a better than average, perfect video. That's not gonna. You're gonna really. I'm gonna be careful. I say that you're gonna stump your own growth because you're trying to put out the best thing that you want to see, and your channel's not for you. Your channel's for your audience. Mm-hmm. So put out what your audience wants to see. And I'm not saying don't be perfectionist or don't make your channel look a certain way, but the channel is for your audience. If you make the channel just about you, you'll be the only one watching it by yourself.
True.
Eating popcorn and ice cream. Ain't upset because anybody want to see it. That's what's gonna happen.
No, I hope not. But I want to thank you both for taking the time out and answering my questions and giving me wisdom and words of advice. Yes, Brother Jason, stop selling those bootleg indulgences. You're making it hard in these streets.
Don't worry about it. The crypto indulgences are already out there on the blockchain. So we're doing some NFT indulgences, crypto indulgences.
He's selling cornbread indulgences, y'all. Don't believe him.
That's how we roll. Get out of here.
Yeah. All right, bye.
Hey, it's God good. Bless. Take care, friend. Bless you now.
God bless you. That I have a screenshot that is a screenshot of pixelated Twix's
come on
setup, and
you can make that bigger if you want to. Oh, that looks
I don't
great.
know how to do that. Yeah, okay. So this is I believe if I'm correct, she does not show her face on the screen. So the only thing I would recommend is if she were going, I would recommend that she add some more color to her desk. And I don't know if she has all her LEDs on. She probably has some LEDs color to her desk. And you know what? I probably would add something a little bit unique if you don't want to show your camera on screen.
Don't show your face on the screen.
Sorry, whatever. If you didn't show your face on screen, maybe do an over, get some lighting on your desk. And maybe do an over the camera, over the shoulder shot of you playing a game, like to switch back and forth from. So if you don't want to put your face on the screen, maybe having like right where this I have in the past with my phone, but the picture wasn't great. Oh, that's not a problem, but you can keep doing it. Where this angle of this picture is right here, even if she took like a phone tripod and she put some more LEDs on the wall or something, and maybe did an over the camera second shot of her playing the game, that'd be cool to kind of put people in the moment of where she's at. That's just to create another, another view. At least when I'm looking at that, that's what I see. So get you some LED strips from online or something. I know there's a lot of stores that sell them for like $15-20. Get your desk really lit up like an arcade and just, maybe do some shots of that. Yeah, right. I think that would be excellent if you didn't want to put your face on camera. So I think that's probably what I would try. So
I love it. So real quick, because Grandma Joe asked, do all of you record live and then premiere it later? So I record, generally speaking, I record whenever I feel like it, and then edit it and then premiere it, usually during my lunch break while I'm at work, so I can jump in the live chat. So that's how I usually do it. And then sometimes I get a burr in my saddle, and in the middle of the day, I call it audible and say, "Hey guys, I'm about to do a live at 5 o'clock." So and Mike's looking at me weird because he was the person I called. So yeah, like, bro.
So when I first started my channel out, I told my story last time. When I first started my channel, I uploaded videos, and that's where I got a ton of my subscribers and followers to. And mind you, I never said in any of the videos like, comment, subscribe, share. They were all pre-edited. As of late, I've just begun doing lives for what I do because I teach live streaming. I help with live streaming. So it's better when the shows are live, so I can actually help people on the spot. So I haven't released a edited video in probably 6 months, but I'm of the notion that I heard another YouTuber say that doing an edited video, right, and then possibly following up with a live stream video might be a good combination to kind of get some feedback on your video. So I think a combination of edited videos as well as live videos will work. For me, most of my stuff is live. If I were to record a video and edit it, I would record the video, edit it, and I would actually play it through OBS live and then come right on afterwards so that I can actually comment on it. So that may even work with StreamYard. Just take your video, edit it, play it as a premiere, or actually play it as a video, like actually go live and play the video so it looks live, but then come in and comment afterwards. Because I think with at least this is my opinion, with new YouTubers and streamers or people maybe that have us, I would call, let's just say less than 5,000 subscriber following, you're going to get more interaction with your audience, being able to talk to them on a regular basis. So that's what I kind of see. If you notice your bigger YouTubers, they only respond to maybe less than 1% of comments. And when they go live, so many comments are flying up the screen. It's not really interaction. So for people who are like me, only have like 1,200 subscribers or something, live works better for me. But the edited content, if you put it up, you still want to have a way to engage with your audience and not just through the comment section. Comments do help, likes help, but I think word of mouth is what helps grow your channel as well. People enjoying the content, the information, and then it's confirmation. Way crazy I said that. The information, and then you can tailor your channel to see which one works best. That's just my recommendation.
So I would add to that. People will come to your channel because they like you. So if you're a new YouTube content creator, your goal is to basically introduce yourself to people and let people kind of know who you are, what you're about, and such like that. You're not one of these, 100,000, 500,000, million sub people that don't know any of the people that they're interacting with. You can get to know these people pretty quickly, and hence why I give out my email address. Like, hey, let's rap. So if you're new to this game, be personable. Get involved with these people in your comment section. That's why I try to do the live streams. My premieres during my lunch break, because I know I got time to interact with the people in the live stream. That's why I do these lives, because I want to interact with people in the live stream. One day, who knows, I won't be able to, but I try to reply back in the comment section. When you comment back, I try at least give you a heart, let you know I saw it. I try at least comment back if I can, and such like that. And the analogy that was told to me, I'll share with you all. It's kind of like if you work really hard to make your yard look, if you're a homeowner or whatnot, you really work hard to make your yard look nice and green, look lush, doesn't have any weeds in it. And you're walking out to your mailbox and your neighbor across the street says, "Hey, your yard looks nice." What would you do? You probably would say something back to them like, "Hey, thanks so much," or "Hey, I'm using Miracle-Gro," or whatever like that. Treat it just like that. If somebody is in the comment section, they're basically saying, "Hey, I like your comment. I like your content. Hey, nice work." Then give them something back. Reply back to them. That's it. Even the people that say bad things. Y'all know how I love the people that say bad stuff to me. Absolutely. Get up in here and say the bad stuff. As long as you watch that video, make sure you watch that full video before you say something about me. All right.
Run me my view.
You. Say again?
Yes. Run me my view.
Bring me my view, and you can say whatever you want to say.
Absolutely.
And please don't say too long. Don't be saying that big long stuff. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody reading that stuff.
Right.
But I'm not reading no epistles unless it's from Paul. So
They should make a new feature called a comment strike. You know how you copyright strikes? You should have a comment strike on YouTube. Like if you say something off the wall, we can comment strike you and be like, you got 5 more strikes before you get banned from my channel, son.
I love it. I love it. That's hilarious. But yeah, I mean, just enjoy the fact that if you're new out here, you're kind of getting used to people and getting people used to you and such like that. So that'd be my 2 cents. Mike, how you feeling?
Lane Post is going in these comment sections.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry.
don't know if you've been watching. Have you been watching Lane Post? I wish you could just solo out their comments.
I wish
hilarious.
you could. That would be dope. What is he talking about? How do I collect clout? Lane Post, what are we gonna do with you? Oh wait. All right.
It says, "How can I improve my monotone?"
I don't even know. I am not reading it. Right. I'm not reading. I'm not doing that. I'm not. Even people that look, I'm not gonna do that to you nor to myself. My HOA says nice yard. Here's a fine for taking the trash out too early. Hey, mine doesn't do that anymore. Mine used to do that. But mine will get you if your mailbox gets covered by bird droppings. They will get you. All right, what we got? I use Soul Glow on my lawn. Oh, wow. Okay. I just use it on my beard. But hey, let your soul go.
That's the only place you can use it.
Oh, good point. Creative. Thank you all for your help. I will implement your suggestions. Be blessed, brothers. Thank you so much, Corey. All right.
Make sure that she gets her and make sure she gets a subscription.
Yes. I'll make sure I go check this out. All right. Mike.
Yes, sir.
Have we made lives great again? Have we done that?
I think we have. I'm gonna even get a hat. I'll make sure it's red with little white letters on it and wear it around the city and traumatize people.
I think that would work. Let's do that. No, I think this was good, man. Thank you so much, man.
Anytime.
And, this is
make sure you guys go to obsacademy.online. That's where you can learn about live streaming. obsacademy.online. I can't put anything in the chat because I'm not a mod. Oh wait, I am a mod.
You are.
I forgot I am a mod.
You got the power, man.
I remember you made me a mod on accident. It wasn't even like you really wanted me to be a mod.
Right, I didn't even know who you were, and I'm like, oh
yeah, you're like,
I don't remember how to go back in and change it. If I could go back in and change it, then
take this right here. Yeah, go to obsacademyonline.online. You can get a free PDF on how to make your live stream better. A lot of the information we've already covered, but you can also sign up for a consultation personally, so I can put you on a video call and just pick my brain. And if you want to sign up for a course, you can sign up for a course. And we have 4-hour courses, 6-hour, and 8-hour courses. And they don't just teach you OBS. We actually try to teach you how to stream. So whatever platform you're on, StreamYard, EVMux, vMix, whatever, we just help you kind of get that stuff together. So that's kind of what I do day in and day out, besides my other job of sitting here and teaching Bible study. And then my other job, my first job, being a husband, second job, being a father. And then all this stuff is a long distance after that. So yeah,
I love it.
That's where to find me.
I love it. Well, hey, everybody, we appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the chats. Thank you so much for interaction. Thank you so much for the people that came on to share their setups. Hopefully, hey, if you make adjustments, also, if you make adjustments that Mike suggested, can you send them to him and let them know, hey, this is what I did. So if you did add more lights or you did add a green screen or whatever like that, or you jump into these YouTube streets, can you let us know? I would love to see what you did and see how we can help you moving forward. And on this Saturday coming up, I'm having a new tubers roundtable with some new YouTubers. We're going to be sitting around talking about what it's like in these YouTube streets and the YouTube suburbs and the such like that. And the
YouTube hoods.
And the YouTube hood.
The project part of YouTube.
The projects. We got the projects in YouTube as well. But some of us
subsidized housing
in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Say again?
The subsidized housing part of
the subsidized YouTube. Housing, absolutely. Food desert.
Yes.
Food desert.
Flat out.
But Section 8 YouTube. You're right. The Section 8 too.
Right. These are like Section 6.5. They ain't even full 8.
Right. They ain't even getting the 8.
Nah.
But get out of here. So Saturday we're gonna be doing that with some of the new tubers. You're gonna have a chance to meet quite a few people who are new to the YouTube game, and we're just going to kind of chop it up a little bit, find out who they are, what they're doing, what their channel's about, and see how we can, as a community, support them. So that is that as well.
I want to say
think
one
that's
more
it.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, if you guys visit the channel, Creative Studios channel next week, we will be doing some giveaways for some free sessions for OBS Academy. So just keep a lookout for the lives next week. We'll be giving out some sessions to kind of help people improve their live streams, but some personal one-on-one sessions where we do video with you and then show you some tips and tricks. So we're going to be doing that all next week, giveaways almost every day next week. So tune in for that. No, you don't have to do anything other than watch and comment to partake in that. So
I love it. Excellent, man. Thank you, man. All right. Well, good people, we're going to bug out of here. I'm going to get ready to get going so I can have one more day of work this week. But Mike, I thank you, man, as always, for your time. A wealth of knowledge. Appreciate you. Everybody else, thank you so much for making this a fun live. Hopefully you got some good stuff out of it. We'll make sure that it's loaded up if you want to come back in and check out something that we talked about. And you got anything else to say, my brother?
No, you guys keep doing what you're doing. Keep providing content for the people. And if you serve the Lord and you know the Lord, keep putting his name first in everything you do. That's what I got to say.
I love it. Well, everybody, we appreciate you again so much. Mike, thank you so much, brother. And everyone else, in the meantime and in between time, and until next time, grace and peace. Take care, everybody.
Bye.